Hey, Ola here. Here's a question from a comment. My husband left 2 months ago. I went into no contact for a month and reached out to him after that. Didn't go well. He's very angry and states he needs time. He left and went back home to New York. I don't know what to do. Before we continue to answer this question, it's important to understand what the no contact rule is. It's even more important to understand the myth and misunderstandings of the rule. The no contact rule is a strategy designed for relationships and marriage in crisis. Breakups happen as a process, basically a series of events that leads to a couple parting ways. So when a relationship or marriage is in crisis, one of the couple is usually shut down. We will call him the runner, while the other fights to get love back in the relationship. We will call her the fighter. The roles can be either the man or the woman, and vice versa. The fighter would beg for the runner to stay, to come back, and or to join in fixing the relationship. When the runner doesn't respond positively early enough, the fighter reacts negatively, apologizes for overreacting, and keep begging. Effectively, the fighter smothers the runner and the relationship and pushes him further and further away. So, no contact rule is the heart and science of letting go in order to attract the runner back within a period of time. It's a rather difficult thing to do, but even harder when I tell you this. The last part of that definition, within a period of time, is where traditional no contact rule goes wrong. Traditionally, relationship gurus have taught people the 30 days no contact rule. What happens when it's now 30 days after you stopped contact with a strayed partner, but it's still shut down? You would be disappointed. Your next series of actions will typically work against your desire, which is to attract him back. Many ladies end up with tactics like emotional abuse, blackmail, and manipulation at this stage. Very often, they are in denial and simply don't know when they do these things. The worst part is that you may find yourself begging again, basically walking and working backwards. Here's why. Every time you react in this way, you're confirming how he feels. Remember, he is the runner and he is acting as if he needs to run away. You may not even have figured out exactly why, but emotional reactions will confirm the choice to run away as the right choice. Yes, you may fear that he is going to leave completely, and your actions do align with that. But did you know that you will attract what you fear the most? So the idea of the no contact rule is to give him the time and space to catch the anxiety that you have right now. Give that same time to yourself to work on yourself. Evidently, you need to work on yourself because somehow you have attracted this type of broken love and relationship. He needs to wonder what you're up to. When a person wonders what you're up to, it's literally equivalent to increasing attraction. But these are the 3 reasons why it hasn't worked. Number 1, deadline and expectations. When you set a deadline on the no contact rule, you are essentially wandering in anxiety. This energy will transform to resentment, sadness, and needy behavior when the deadline hits. The only deadline allowed is when you finally attract the love you deserve. The key word is attract. Anything short of that is manipulation and blackmail. If it works, it won't last. Number 2, personal purpose disconnect. I understand going no contact with no deadline is hard as hell for a normal human being, but this is all a blessing in disguise. It's easier when you find and connect to your personal purpose and mission in life. A mission and purpose that have nothing to do with him. Right now, you have had so much time available to stress, fuzz, and push him away directly or indirectly. You're disconnected from your personal purpose and mission in life. Realigning with your personal purpose will create your best chance of attracting him back. It is simply that much distance away to make his heart fonder again. How long is that going to take? Your attitude should be, it doesn't matter. It's your life purpose and mission, and you're too busy to look at the time. That will also attract more options and choices to you in terms of kings that can love you the way you deserve. Make no contact rule about working on yourself and attracting the love you desire, and not about this particular man. Imagine looking and feeling your best again. It just so happens to be your best chance of attracting him. Number 3, perpetually diminishing self-love. Naturally, people will mimic your way of loving yourself as their way of loving you. No one wants a person with low self-esteem, and no one wants a person that no one else wants. When you approach the no contact rule with lack of or decreasing self-love, he wouldn't want you. But when you approach it with the spirit of letting go and letting love, he will catch the anxiety you have been carrying around. You, as a queen, have to wait patiently for love, not necessarily for him to come back to you. It's your best chance of attracting him personally, by the way. As human beings, we have an incredible radar for bullshit. That's why it won't work if you need him to love you in order to be happy. Think about when you first met. Were you waiting for him in particular? Probably not. Don't wait for him now. Here's the attitude you need to have for the best chance to attract him back. The no contact rule is for you to grow primarily and to attract authentic love when the time is right. It's not necessarily for him in particular, and so there is no end to the no contact rule. As a rule, you should always stay out of contact with a person who doesn't value you. With a healthy self-respect, you as a queen do not beg for love. In the society that we live in still, I recommend that you wait for men to ask for your love. Take the time to work on yourself, your health, and build wealth. For the most part, a man will want to smash at some point anyway. At that point, treat the relationship like brand new. He has to earn you back. Allow him to chase so he can value you. Verdict: no deadlines on the no contact rule. My name is Ola, one half of a duo with my beautiful wife Lola. We are the co-authors of Get My Marriage Back and co-creators Lola and Ola.com. By the 10th year of our marriage, my wife filed for the divorce. Just the two of us have taken full responsibility for how we got into that extremely painful space. Other people were involved, and it made things even worse, but we intentionally and unintentionally invited them in at the end of the day. Lola and I are 100% responsible for that invitation. Guess who's responsible for a brand new and stronger marriage? Besides God, we both take full credit for that as well. Yes, it took two to tango using the techniques in this book, but I started the dance first and it worked. I, as the king, decided to take the lead. You only need you to put the secret techniques to work immediately to fight for the relationship and maybe your marriage. Get My Marriage Back is a quick read, but you will enjoy it because we opened up and shared tons of our stories with you. You will be able to relate to one and all of these stories. Get it free at www.getmymarriageback.com. We've turned the idea of awesome relationships and marriages into a science. Our story and insights are helping lots of people, particularly those who are experiencing a crisis in their marriage and relationships. We use a simple formula called a GPS, and you can learn all about it in the book and on this channel every week. Be sure to subscribe and sign up for notifications. If anything I said makes sense, please hit the love like button on this video. Never mind what the new age philosophies are saying. There's a place for masculine and feminine energy in every relationship. A king must show up as a king in order to attract a queen who loves life too much to be angry. If you already have an angry lady, start treating her like the queen she is and watch her consolidate her behaviors with that impatience. Love is patient. 1 Corinthians 13:4. Women in your life will test that patience. If you don't educate yourself on these things, you and the person you love will be out of essence and will suffer for it. When you learn it, you can smell crap from miles away and effectively avoid it. In the same token, you will have the skill to attract the love and relationships you desire and deserve. Get the book free at www.getmymarriageback.com.